Welcome to Loftus Versveld. We are here to watch the match between Harlequins International Rugby Institute and the Pumas International Rugby Institute. It was a hot day. My name is Chanel Alberts, and here with me in the box is Kwesi Tong.
Beautiful weather today. I think it's a good day to play rugby. A good day to watch rugby. The weather's allowing. We have some lights over here. We have the Harlequins International Rugby Institute, and we have Ricardo Brandao Pora. We have the big Pora who went to the Lions under 19, won the under 19 Currie Cup. We have Kelvin Kanta as our hooker, our jawbreaker. Our big boy from Noordjevel. We have Gugu Masango, Mr. My Bad, who also played for the Limpopo Blue Bulls under 21. We have Dievan Gobi, our enforcer, the big man, our vice captain for today. We have Liam Brand, Soti, who's had a big improvement since the year started and since the season started. We have Ryan Scott, who's also been involved with the Blue Bulls under 19, who's back now. We have Morena Lamiki, Langpal, our Langpal, who's also a big boy from a long man from Noordjevel. We have Jared Nell, also one man from Noordjevel, who's a bit versatile, coming to his positions, who can also play lock, can play flank. And our backline, we have Keldon Brown, Mr. Brown, Vit Brain. We have our general, Jandre de Brain at 10, our fly half for today. Mr. X Factor will be our captain for today. We have Fente Taba, the interceptor. Good under the high ball, watch out for that one. We have Mzandile Mtiani, the Fijian winger, the big boy from Natal. If you look at him, he looks exactly like the Fijian. We have Chart Norke, Mr. Carltonville, the big boy from Callies, who's on the outside center. We have Matsubani Mauchana, Tubi. We have Giselda van Rooyen, Chili Bite, the big stepper. Looking forward to see that game, And then our bench, we have Kamohelo Mutake. We have KB Mushidi, the beast, who's also an enforcer in this game. I feel he will have a big impact come from the bench. We have Christy Hubert, Freaky, our pastor. We have Siama Panga, Mr. M. We have Etienne Arumsa, Popsak, who will be coming on also from the bench. We have Pikong Oswana, the jumper, who's a lefty, can step with the left, can step with the right, watch for the goosey. We have Jaden Berger, the analyst, our video analyst, there at UXI Harlequins. We have Mabota Gwangwa. Mabota, also the man from Limpopo, very quick with his feet, I must say. We have our head coach Rocher Steenkamp, and our assistant coach John Williams Vessels, Little John. Good game.
Very exciting lineup there for Harlequins. We now have a look at the Pumas 15. Starting at number 1 is JJ Brown. Then the hooker for the day is Amahle Mtswali. Then we have Willem Du Plessis, followed by Simon De Zombe on the lock. The lock partner for Simon is Willem Fourie. And then the loose trio, the 3 men that work the hardest, Adolf Botha, John Oosthuizen, and then at number 8 we have Zander Smith. The number 9 and 10 controlling the game is Vian Venter and Divan Spannenberg. Left wing is Ratabile Malagela. Then on the right wing we have Panele Kutumela, and the 2 centers in the middle is Zane Pretorius. They say we have to look out for Zane in the middle, and then his outside center is Asanda Kunene. The man at the back is Shalano Besser. Then on the bench we have Johannes Eis with Amahle Stoto, and completing that is Johan Breitenbach. Then at number 19 we have Tino Berry and Neil Chalkhead taking on the number 20 jersey. Number 21 is Lifa Machlangu and number 22 Enrique van der Merwe. And to finish it all off, number 23 is Ryan Trieter. The coaches for the Pumas International Rugby Institute is Jacques Momberg and JP Smith. This is the second match in the Crossborder competition of Pool A. Previously we saw the Pumas take on Free State, where the Pumas came out victorious 47-24, and Harlequins travelled down to Cape Town, where they played Western Province International Rugby Institute, and unfortunately they fell short there 38-19. But it's exciting times. It's make or break for Harlequins here in the beautiful city of Pretoria, filled with jacarandas this time of the year. And we look forward to a smashing game between these fantastic two rugby institutes.
I must say I've been meaning to watch the games. You know, I haven't really gotten a chance to watch my teammates play. But I've also heard about the Pumas. The Pumas are the big boys from Mpumalanga. Very big rugby going on there. I don't know what they feed those boys. They look bigger, and they are much, much bigger than they look on TV or on any screen that you may see them on. But yeah, it's a good day to watch rugby. What more do you want on a Friday evening? You just need some rugby, you know. Just sit there, some rugby, have a cold drink, maybe a cold one if you might. Yeah, it's a big game, big stakes. Obviously, the Harlequins want to prove a point because they had the upper hand in the beginning of the year where they beat the Pumas. Obviously, they want to improve from their last game, and they still want to really have a go on this one. And keep the win in the bag, and still have a say with the Pumas. And the Pumas, they are the big boys in the pool. They want to have a say also in this game. Yeah.
Just to give a bit of background, UXI Rugby has quite a few international rugby institutes all over South Africa. One obviously based in the Cape in Stellenbosch, and then 1 year in the beautiful city of Pretoria. Then the men from Pumas are coming all the way from Mbombela, and then we have one in Bloemfontein, and then we also have one in the diamond city of Kimberley. You can see the tunnel is being formed by some of the ladies' women's rugby players. We're also very excited to announce that next year we will be opening Limpopo International Rugby Institute in Morimole. It's a beautiful campus, and we look forward to the success that will come from that campus. But now it's time for these gents to get on the field. Pumas are taking the field, and the man in the middle today, the referee, is MC Bartman. There we see Harlequins being led out by John Ray, the brain. And finally, it's time. As I said previously, the man in the middle is MC Bartman. We are in a hot Pretoria, ready for kickoff. The excitement is here. Okay,
90 seconds, boys, 90 seconds.
The referee signals to indicate, are we ready for kickoff? Are we ready to start? And we are off.
Oh, you don't want to do that in the beginning of the game. I don't think you'd want to do that. But they are big boys with big spirits. Never back down. That's their motto. Let's just see where they go from here.
Immediately we're into our first scrum, Kwesi.
Big scrum, I must say. With both teams having enforced in the front row, I would love to see what we have for these scrums for the rest of the game.
We didn't have to wait long to see the front row matchup. Ooh, and
it's a big scrum.
A fantastic scrum
there.
by Harlequins. Fantastic.
It's just it's a big game. We're in for a big game today, I must say. We're in for a big game.
Yes, Harlequins a little bit late there to clean.
Lamiki.
And they're through the gap.
Through. Quick there. Big carry.
And here we go.
Chili bites. He's through. Yes. Oh, man.
Nice pick up there by the number 8.
Nice pick up. Jared, man. Calvin Brown.
Oh. Number 10 trying to get through that gap. They're spreading it wide now.
Oh, vice captain is there.
Good offload. Can they create continuity from here?
Johnny is down there.
Brown is trying to get it out. Passing it to his forwards, who's carrying hard.
Nice offload.
Little bit of a slow ball.
Ricardo! And he's through for the try! Oh yes! Harlequins International Rugby Institute. We have our big boy Ricky, the man from the Lions under 19 with the try there. And we'll have Ofensa Taba converting there.
Ricardo Brando is also a Lions under 19 player who won just a week ago. He won right here on the field next to us. He won the under 19 cup.
Nice start for the Harlequins. You know, just they had a small mistake in the beginning of the game and they fixed it.
And the conversion is good. And after 3 minutes, we see Harlequins International Rugby Institute leading 7-0. Fantastic start, right, Kwesi?
Very, very fantastic. Very fantastic. You know, they didn't let in their mistake, the small mistake that they had there for the scrum. They didn't let it, and we had it there for the kickoff in the second half.
Well taken. Can they clear now? They decided to play and take it up.
I don't think it's a good idea to play in your 22 right now in the beginning of this game. We have our big man offensive there.
They're definitely determined, Kwesi. Little messy there at the rock.
When it's a turnover.
It's a turnover.
Couldn't get the second in there. Messy ball from the players.
Little bit high there in the carry. The ref says it's all good. But
And
it
it's
seems
another
to be
turnover.
turnover. And Brown gives to the Brian and he
And it's a
kicks
nice
it.
clear. And a good catch on the. Oh!
Little bit of pressure.
And we'll have our boys competing again today with the scrum. You do not want to make those mistakes in this game.
We just want to take this moment to say thank you to our sponsors who makes this possible. This is obviously the second scrum of the match. The previous scrum we saw Harlequins dominating, so we'll see what's the response now from the Pumas. Very dominant
Big
again,
scrum.
but somehow
it's a
that ball
turnover.
got lost.
And there's nobody to cover there at the back.
Oh, they always say don't let the ball bounce.
Quick man. Quick. High tackle there. That's a high tackle there. Chili van Rooyen. Gisalta. Big hit there. A bit slow at the rocks.
And again, it's the Brian that's clearing. Testing the boundaries. Big pass to the middle by the Pumas. They're looking to attack there.
It's a kick.
Nice take by
Gisalta.
van Rooyen. And a little bit of a break.
Long ball there. Oh.
And that ball just going loose.
Small mistakes. I must say, you don't want to make those small mistakes. As when they accumulate, you might as well just forfeit the game. You know, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to make those small mistakes. But
Kwesi, this brings us to our first line out, where we're going to see what the men from Pumas are going to bring here.
we have our jumper there, Willem Fourie, on number 5, and it's not a good take from them.
It's a little
Turnover for the
messy.
Harlequins.
And the number 8.
Uzwandi Lemtian with the carry, and he's inside.
Mzwaka's back. Maybe he should have passed there.
Margins, a game of margins.
And again, it's the 10
Ricardo.
feeding the back line. And a little bit of a loose ball. Just offloading without making sure that ball goes to hand.
Zandile should have offloaded there, you know. Maybe you don't want it to be a game of what ifs.
Definitely.
You really don't want it to be. I must say again, it's a game of high stakes. It's a game of high stakes.
I
We have our
agree,
scrum
Chris.
there.
We're now at another scrum, and somehow in the previous scrum we saw Harlequins dominating but losing the ball. Let's see what happens now on the feed of the Pumas again.
Kom gents!
There's quite a bit of support here this evening.
I'm not sure if it's from both sides or it's just one-sided, because everybody's screaming when whoever has the ball.
And
Big scrum again is from
again a
Harlequins there.
dominant scrum.
Charge down from Zandile Mtiani, but they're offside.
Charge down, but the referee calls them back for offside.
To be check, yeah.
Pumas gives it to the 10, the number 10. Divan Spannenberg.
And he's going for a line out.
Divan is definitely going to look for touch. and he kicks it out just before the halfway line.
With more direction, with that big boot, he could have gotten more territory, you know?
Definitely.
And Talana here for the Pumas.
Mitchali, the hooker, trying to find his locks. Or should I rather say jumpers, right?
Ooh, good take there.
And they form the ball. There's some good momentum there.
The big boys from Mbombela mauling through the Harlequins. And it's out.
And they play.
Good line speed there from the Pumas.
We did say look out for Zayn,
center.
and there they go.
Oh, try time for the Pumas. Wow, what a big wow from the outside center.
Asante Kunene.
Kunene.
Well done. That was a beautiful break there. I have to say the combination of the two, Zayn and Asante, is brilliant. And they really can turn nothing into something magical. But it started, Kwesi, with a great maul from the Pumas. We're watching the replay now. Beautiful line break.
Offload there.
Offload.
Steps on his outside.
And you want
through.
your outside center to have a bit of speed. Fantastic try. And we see.
Is it through? What did the ref say? And it's through.
Spannenbach with a fantastic conversion there.
And the scores are
7-7.
neck. Big game up here in Pretoria.
Stop
11 minutes of pause. We're now we're starting to head towards the 12th minute with a kickoff. The score is 7-7. Big chase.
And it's a knock there. Ref says a knock there. And advances for the knock.
And it's Spannenbach that's trying to push Harlequins back, and they're letting it bounce.
It looks like a territorial game there from the Pumas.
Definitely
they want
very
to-
big territorial game. A little bit of a messy ruck there.
We have a flanker there.
The ball.
Oh, big hit there from Matuwani. And we have the teammates cheering him on there.
Spannenbach caught there with position, and they're giving it to the forwards. It's a very physical game.
Very.
And again, Venter's under pressure.
But I must say, why would a flanker decide to just kick the ball out there, knowing he's not in position to? Good steal there from Gugu Masango.
Fantastic steal there. Little bit of isolation there by the outside center of Pumas as we see them trying to get out of their territory.
It looks like the players are letting the pressure get to them there.
And again we see that ball being allowed to bounce, Kwesi.
Good territory there from the fly half, John de Brain.
Yeah, De Bruyn really trying to, seeing that he's a little bit under pressure and finding some space on the other side of the field.
Let's see the second line out of the game. for the Pumas.
Let's see if we see Harlequins competing in this line out.
Good take there.
Good take, and again they're setting up a beautiful ball.
They don't seem to be able to get through the mall today.
He's on that. He's on that.
And it's just a little bit messy. They're just not finding finding
there from the
space,
Pumas.
and they're just a little bit too slow, Kwesi, to get to the ruck and,
The
and
ruck
clear
speed
it.
is very slow,
Yes.
I must say. But they could improve.
And again, we're at a scrum, and we've seen them in the previous scrum. Harlequins putting Pumas a little bit under pressure. We're going to see now if the Pumas can respond.
But I don't know, but the Harlequins, they're putting a lot of pressure there at the scrum, but they're not really winning the ball. Let's see, it's their scrum now. Let's see what they do from here. Our backline line up there. Let's see
And
what they have
again,
in mind.
for Pumas in the front, we have JJ Brown, Amahle Machali, and Willem du Plessis. Going up against Ricardo, Brando, Calvin Gunther, and Gugu Mashango. The ref has got his arm out for advantage.
Slow ball there from the
Very
Harlequins.
slow ball. The 10 definitely did not expect that. He's trying to find a bit of space. Much better fielded, but the ref says, come, let's go back to the penalty for offside.
Under the brain there with the big boot. Let's see how much territory they can gain from here.
And he takes a step.
Good one there. Good one there by John the Brain.
Fantastic kick.
Line out for Harlequins. First line out for Harlequins International Rugby Institute. And let's see if they can give jumpers a good one.
Just over the 22, we find ourselves with Harlequins' first line out.
Liam Brand there with the good take. And it's an advantage for Harlequins.
Yes, more collapse there.
Penalty, eh? What do they do? What would you do in this situation? Line out?
I say
Would
we
you take the points?
No, we definitely. They just got penalty advantage for the maul, so I think the team is probably thinking they can go at that again.
Go with the line out there.
Let's see if Calvin can find his jumpers and repeat that fantastic maul.
Good jump there from
Going to the front.
our vice captain.
Setting up a maul in open play.
And some more. They have momentum. Advantage
And
there.
the ref has got his arm out again.
Just short of the line. Ooh, you do not want to do that.
Not able to take, Harlequins is not able to take advantage of that situation. But I think the referee needs to be cautious here because Pumas seem to give away a lot of penalties in the red zone.
Set
And
up there.
it's a tap,
Out there for Hooker Calvin.
trying to use the big forwards.
Ryan Scott, the man from the Blue Bulls under 19, scores there.
Fantastic try. Beautiful patience from the back, just going through the motions one after another.
Let's Let's watch there for the replay. They did not let the mistake continue. First mistake and you improve on the second one.
Beautiful carry. Ball in the right hand. Driving with the legs and getting over the line.
Good exposure, you know, this showdown. Good exposure for the UXI students to compete against one another.
And as we speak, Offense kicks it through the poles and adds another 2 points. And the score is now 14-7 with Harlequins in the lead. Just about a quarter of the match completed.
It's a close game. It's a very close game.
It's a close game.
And it's a good kick-off there.
Very well hanged. Unfortunately, the lock can't take it. Very good pressure there from the Pumas.
That's the one held up there by the Pumas. Turnover there for Pumas.
Venter is looking for his centers, but it gets
Offensive Taba there. Good take. What does he do?
picked up. But you can see the Pumas came back with quite a few guys, and now Spannenberg is running.
And our winger, our quick winger there.
And Pumas is back on the attack.
With some quick rock speed there.
Much better rack speed. And the ref has got his arm out and he says, no, we're not continuing. He's blowing
Penalty
for
there.
offside. The number 2, Amahle Mchali, wanting to quick tap there. But now Venter says Spannenberg
Going
must
for the
kick
line
for
out.
line. And we're going. They're definitely going to try and set off one of those beautiful mauls of theirs.
Let's see if the Harlequins are more determined to stop that maul. But the backline is setting up here. It looks like they'll go over to the backline as they set up here. They have the 8th man in front of the flower up there.
Yeah, 6-man maul. 6-man line out. And as we said, they definitely go into that maul. Can they drive over the line?
Try time for Pumas. Just not sure who it was there.
Fantastic driving maul there by Pumas, starting off from a very spot on ball from the number 2 to the number 5, Willem Fourie, who sets up that driving maul. Really great unity, and then it looks like it's Zander Smith that goes over.
And our flower of the Ivan going for the conversion.
We are in a little bit of a seesaw match here, whereas one gets in front, the other one catches up.
Monkey see, monkey do.
But we
just
see
went to the left there.
a rare mistake by Spannenberg.
Good boot. Let's see what they do for the kickoff. Quick kickoff there for Harlequins. Let's see, Matsubani there misses the tackle. Quick rock speed from the Pumas. Big carry there for Amatem Charlie.
Getting through the gap, and the referee says penalty in from the side. And we again see Amahle trying to find that ball quickly. But Morena seems to be a little bit injured and lying on the floor.
Is he good enough to continue? Are they going to sub him off? Let's find out.
Just while we are waiting, this is a very good time to remind all of you that the 2025 applications are open, as we see the ball getting kicked out just before the try line. If you want to pursue rugby after school or after your studies, now is definitely the time to apply and join UXI. Morena is back. He seems to be fine. Amahle seems to find his jumper again, and again we see a very quick setup, but they seem to lose the ball, go to ground, and Venter is going to play Zander Smith. Much better ruck speed.
We have our 90.
And Venter plays the ball behind, and the pressure is coming through from Harlequins. Just the ball not going to hand there, Kwesi.
Big game, big game. Big game out here. Good carry there from the lock.
Simon really did well to clean up. Spannenberg, not really sure where they're going to go. And we see the left wing trying to make the most, trying to step his way out. Venter feeds to a very isolated Zander, but they manage to retain the ball, and he kicks it through, and Harlequins managed to field the kick.
From the scrum there. Is it a scrum? 22 line out. Oh, it's a 22 line out. Big boot there from John de Bruin. Ooh, and it's a 22-22 for John de Bruin. Big boot from John de Bruin. Good play, quick thinking. My mistake there. It's not a 50-22.
I don't know. Look, they're debating it. There seems to be a little bit of a debate here. But the quick reactions from John though, to quickly take
Very,
that.
very good thinking there. Very good thinking. Saw the space and decided, you know what? We need some territory here. We need to get out of this zone, our red zone.
And the pressure is back on Pumas, who takes a beautiful
take
ball at
there.
the back.
For Simon Zomba. They tried to maul and the Harlequins compete for it. But it's a move, it's a draw. Oh man, it's a draw. Good maul there from the Pumas. Let's watch for the exit.
And it's Spannenberg.
Rakibani there with a good take. Good tackle
Just
there.
a little bit isolated there. But his teammates soon arrived.
Rena Lamiki there. The long man from Noordjevel.
And the ball got ripped. Venter is looking and he decides to kick.
There.
And we see bodies lying everywhere. The ref says, we need a minute, we need medics.
Big game. This is really what happens with a big game. A big game with high stakes. A lot of pressure coming from both sides. You do expect players to have injuries, players to be out of breath. As you see Lamiki there with his hands on his knees.
High pace, high energy. As we see soon in the picture, you'll see the Harlequins International Rugby Institute's life skills coach coming onto the field, Ruben Klute. Ruben obviously in 2 months will be getting married.
Wow, I didn't know that, coach. Why don't you share such information with us?
And we see the boys getting a little bit of water and just a little bit of attention from the medics.
I don't really think as an injured player you don't want to come out of this game. You know, everybody wants to shine, of course, but it's not really about shining, it's about
Teamwork.
teamwork. You know?
And there's nothing that says teamwork more than a scrum.
Oh yes.
And we
Oh,
find
yes.
ourselves at our next scrum, and we're going to see how the men from Bombela fares against the strong Pretoria pack.
Oh, turnover there.
Beautiful.
Mzwandile and Tiana chasing out the outside there.
Good clean up there. Pumas are trying to get back,
And it's a try time for
but they're
Harlequins
too
International
late.
Rugby Team. Oh yes,
And the seesaw continues.
Jandre de Brain with that little chip behind. Big scrums for the Harlequins Institute. And we wait for Fintetaba to add the extra 2 points.
Just very quick reaction there.
But I'm still waiting to see that bonus try from the inside the 22. That 7-pointer. And if it's converted, of course, it will be a 9-pointer. Offensive, but then
And
it's
it's over. And he adds the 2 points. And as we hear from the bench that number 24, Pico Ngonzwane, is coming on for, as we call him, Tsubi, Matsubone Mochana. We hope Matsubone is fine. But we see Pico taking the field here in the 31st minute.
good hang there from the Pumas. Ugo Masango with the take.
Beautiful take.
Pico there coming on with some impact. Liam there with a good carry.
And John Ray wants to play.
Good ball from Jandre. Chart Nork here. Giselta chasing the ball there. Let's see what the Pumas have
Spannenberg
to do.
steps. And steps again.
Giselta van Rooyen can't really find his stepping there. Can't really find his feet.
And they decide to play the blind side. And off he
About
goes.
quick winger there.
Yo!
Winner, Peter, not a
Are they
penta.
going to get there in time? The ball is out. Harlequins is
Turnover there.
picking it up.
Jandre de Brain with the big boots.
Just a little bit messy and a little bit slow for Pumas to go and support. Quick throw in, and we're playing. Spannenberg decides that we have to go. And they're trying to chase him down. A little bit of a forward pass. But we will excuse the referee because we were in the privileged situation of being straight in line. Very, very quick game.
Intense.
The referee says you were offside, and this gives an opportunity for the Pumas to set up another
Another
one
line.
of their moves. Kicking it out close to the 22.
Just inside the 22. Oh, look at this Simon going for another line out.
And
Find
again,
his jumper.
we see Amohle trying to
Good take there.
beautiful take. definitely sacking the maul there, but the referee says let's continue. And beautiful
Good
line,
there.
beautiful line.
there
He's
from
just
our outside centre. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He's just fantastic to watch.
again we see Asande just fantastically running straight through and just cutting against the grain.
And we've been warned to watch out for him at the beginning of the game. Let's just watch the replay there. Straight through. Straight through.
Maybe also just a little bit of ball watching there from the back line of Harlequins. And it results in 7 points.
Tight game, very tight game.
It's 34 minutes and the score is 21-19.
I'm trying to them Tiani off there. Not quite sure who went in there for him.
Behind the ball!
Big kickoff.
Mabota Gwanga on the field that side. Good take from the Pumas.
Just putting in through a little chip. And the temperature is high in Pretoria.
Literally and figuratively. Heated game. But the weather should cool them down. Big game.
Just a little bit of a high tackle there. That caused a bit of a flare up. The referees are coming together to discuss it.
I tackle there.
You can see the players are pretty hyped up.
Gugu Masangu there with some words. Never back down.
The referee is calling the captains. The coach is calling from the side for the team to just refocus, stay in the match. We really don't have time for a bit of a scuffle, you know?
And they shake it out there. This is what we love about rugby, you know. Fights happen, conflicts happen. But they are men enough to shake the hand.
And the penalty is awarded for Harlequins International Rugby Institute.
And John to the brain will go for the line out. Good one, good kick there from John to the brain. With the line out just on the 22 there.
5-man line out called by Harlequins.
Morena Laniki with the good take there. And there we're driving maul.
Again collapsing the maul. The referee's got his arm out. Advantage. Just a little sloppy there. Pass is not going to hand. Not making the most out of that advantage. But the ref will call them back. And again they have another chance.
Every single strike has to go wide now.
We have our coach sacked up on the side of the field
Always.
with good words of encouragement there. go for the wide ball. They set up very wide. It's a good maul there from Harlequins.
Hopefully, we'll see a bit of composure, but unfortunately, penalty against them. And Pumas gets a little bit of get out of free.
You want to take those advantages that you have when you're inside the 22, the gold zone, of course.
Definitely,
No.
there's 39 minutes gone. It's a fantastic opportunity just before halftime to get some points on the scoreboard.
Have the last say before halftime. But good game from both sides, you know. But we have Harlequins there still in the lead. Good take from the number 5 for Ri.
Ooh, and
Dami
he finds a
there.
break.
Ricardo trying to steal the ball. Is it a steal? Unfortunate there for Ricardo. Double hit there. Backline ball for the Pumas. Oh yes, good carry there. Line break.
Again, really good work there by Zander, but unfortunately it doesn't pay off. We also see Ryan Trita getting to the rack,
Look at your man!
trying to feed.
Fire!
And they shoot up. Oh,
Very high. Well taken by the 7th flank, John Westhuizen.
Hugo Masango there, trying to steal with the ball. Turnover for Harlequins International Institute.
It's a double
and another
turnover.
for the Pumas.
And we see Zayn getting away with the ball. And Tritter's trying to get the ball to the back line. Just a
Marshall
lack
Charlie
of
there.
continuity.
Quick ball from the rack, and it's a big flop for the Pumas there.
It's time,
Half-time.
and we'll take a 10-minute break. And we can't wait to see what happens in the second half here in Pretoria. Kwesi?
We had the Pumas having the last say there in the last half. There is no score though. They just had the last say. But the Harlequins have the momentum. Hopefully they can carry the momentum through the second half.
You get a feeling, Kwesi, that the bench is going to play a very big role towards the end of this match.
I think they will. I think they will because it's big boys there off the bench. Very big boys. Boys who've played for. Some have played for the. We have Beast played for the second team, the Queen's second team. So of course there's some knowledge there. There's more knowledge.
We'll be back.
kick off there.
Welcome
second
back
half.
to the second half. If you just joined us, it's Pumas International Rugby Institute against Harlequins International Rugby Institute, and the score is 21-19.
Gugu Masango there with a big carry. Oh, loses the ball. Lamiki trying to play some Bafana soccer there.
It's a line out. Line out for Harlequins. Great attacking opportunity. Kelvin
The number
Gunther.
23 on there for the Pumas. Ryan Truter. Good take from Liam Brand. Ricardo on the outside.
And a little bit of a break by Ricardo. And we see Pumas rushing up, trying to prevent that ball from going wide. And it's turnover. And there's a little bit of continuity.
And it's a good start for them, so for the second half for the Pumas there. With the turnover.
And great attacking.
Good line speed from the back line from the Pumas. Good tackle, but it's a try time there for the number 14. Panele Kutumela for the Pumas.
Fantastic joining the line there by Spannenberg.
Good start from both teams actually, you know. Yeah, Pumas with the first carry there. Let's watch the replay.
We of course now see Spannenberg was moved to fullback and doing a fantastic job there, with Venter taking that first receiver position, getting good ball from Tritter. And this seems to be a very, very deadly Pumas backline, Kwesi.
Very deadly. And for the first time there, the Pumas lead. They lead the Harlequins in the second half. Do they have the momentum? Do they have the momentum? We'll have to wait and see.
It's so important to score just after half time. And we see Pumas taking the lead with a beautiful try. Fantastic try. In the first minute, good pressure.
Jarnor here with the restart. Good hang ball. Simon there.
Well
carry.
taken there by Pumas.
Oh, Jarnor here there with the intercept.
You have to ask,
over
was
ball.
Spannenberg not open there? Maybe not the right option, but we see now Harlequins just stepping out,
Steps on the line. Mabota Gwangwa there is stepping on the line.
just running out of space. But they're back in the right territory, and we'll see if they manage to compete here.
For the line out there. Liam Brand is a good competitor in the line, alongside his other partner.
Little bit of a hesitant lift there. The referee says you're off your feet, not supporting your body weight. Penalty against Harlequins. And here comes Spannenberg.
This is where you want to put that boot that ball in the sweet spot and get your territory.
And the ball comes flying over our heads. It's out here just before the 10. Still in Pumas half. He definitely would have liked a little bit more.
A little bit more of a punt there. A little bit more of some accuracy. We have Mr. Charlie feeding the line out.
We see Harlequins is warming up. Etienne, as we see the line
Bit
out,
of a skew ball there.
a little bit of a skew ball. You can definitely say that.
Carry.
Amokle coming around the corner.
Good penalty there for Harlequins.
Fantastic steal there. Fantastic steal there. Again, it's Ryan over the ball. Really nice low body position. And we see Jonde getting
Under the
maximum distance.
Some
Kicking it out
good
on the
kicking
far.
territory.
Yes,
Very
fantastic. Giving his team the best possible opportunity to attack.
We have Mapanga there, number 19 for Harlequins in. And Jared Nell coming off there. We also have Etienne Adamson, Lamiki off. John to the brain seems to be limping there, you know. Good take. Gugu Masango.
Beautiful pickup. It was a messy ball going to Gugu. Quick drive there.
Is it short? Is it in? It's short. John to the brain. What a player. What a
Just
player.
quick reaction there. But a nice little carry and pick and go there by Sia Mapongo as well.
The
And
bench
Harlequins-
is on for the
Harlequins punched back. And again we see the seesaw match continuing.
Big game. Big game.
As we look at the replay, just quick reaction from Jandre, just identifying the space,
Frank the top about the conversion.
and Coldwin playing him in the cap. Another 2 points are added.
And the Harlequins are back in the lead.
They're back in the lead.
The restart to go. We are only about 7 minutes into the half. And already both sides have scored.
It's all about the kickoff receive. Are you able, especially with the lights on, are you able to deal with the kickoff? And
Levan Gobi loses it there.
as I
Turnover
say
for
it.
Pumas.
I definitely cursed him. But Pumas is on the attack, creating fast ball, and again we see this back line. Nice little step there by the outside center.
And a good tackle there from Etienne Adamson. Pop sock.
And again, it's just a little bit messy. But here we go, fast ball coming from the replacement 9 and number 23, Ryan Twitter, and the referee says penalty.
I think that's the first time the Institute loses the ball in their goal zone, in their red zone.
The referee is definitely having a little bit of a chat with the captain, Jandre. Just trying to find that line between slowing down and negative play, right, Kwesi?
What a game of margins. This is the game. This is what you want to be sitting for on a Friday evening. You know, unless you're on the road, of course. But even if you are on the road, you can catch us there on YouTube. Harlequins Institute versus the Pumas Institute, UXI.
And again, we knew they were gonna maul.
And it's an advantage for Pumas.
The referee's hand is out, and Pumas are moving forward. Is he in a
Is it
position
in? Is
to
it short?
see?
Try. Penalty
Penalty
try there for the
try.
Pumas. On an automatic 7 points for the Pumas.
The referee has had enough.
And they're in the lead again. Once again. Tiki taka. Tsar Nortje again with the restart there. Gugu Masango coming off.
Nice and high kickoff, hanging. Beautiful take.
And a good carry still there for Pumas. Double take there.
Trying to carry and get over the gain line.
He kicks it just inside.
A little bit of a fumble there.
There we go, Bonelli!
A little bit of a fumble.
From Mabota there. Tried to recover it, but the pressure, felt the pressure, felt the man coming. And we'll have a scrum. We've had Harlequins dominating the scrums today.
What's the time?
And we see number 18, Christu.
Christy Berte in for Sangu.
In for Gugu. Gugu had a great game.
Very good game. Carried well. Scrummed well as well.
No! Christu!
And we also see Etienne coming on for Ryan.
Let's see if they can still dominate
Ryan
the scrums.
Scott being replaced by Etienne Harmse. Here on the flank. I have to say, Kwesi, both Ryan and Gugu
Gugu.
were very prominent
All
in
had
the
a
match.
cake. I think it's everybody's really had a great game. Most of the players have really shined in this game.
On his knees!
I think Pumas was a little bit unlucky there.
Need a kick a contestable.
And we see a fantastic kick, almost out. Very unlucky.
Good line speed from the back line from the Pumas there. Tries to dummy.
Really well worked there at the back. Obviously, you couldn't kick it out straight, but I think Pumas really did well in getting over the gain line and gaining as much territory as possible. As we said previously, the 2025 applications are open. You're welcome to visit our website or our social media pages. Get a little bit more info. It's very messy take there. Good line speed by Pumas.
You must learn to pass.
Penalty there for Harlequins.
It's number 18, John Breitenbach, with his hands in the air asking why.
John did the brain.
And
Another good kick
a
there.
fantastic kick by the brain. Really finding fantastic touch. Right there on the 22.
Come Ricky, set the tone, brother.
Pumas trying to find out the numbers. Harlequins deciding. First they had 5, now they had 6. The ref is like asking,
Can't be 6.
you need to make a decision here.
Good take there from Kobe.
Brown dealing nicely with the
Good
pressure.
take from Andre. Quick hands.
The brain understanding. And nice little run around there.
Step. And it's an advantage there for Harlequins. A little chip behind there. Big game with high stakes, with many mistakes, I must say. Small mistakes though. A game of margins. A game of margins.
A lot of changes coming on, a lot of people coming off the bench. And as we said, Kwesi, before halftime, the bench is going to play a very big role. As we see the number 20, Neo Choke, running onto the field for Pumas. We've seen a number of changes on the side of Harlequins. And again, they have another attacking opportunity. Can they make the most out of it?
Mercy take. But regathered there by our hooker. Big hits from the Pumas.
Brown is looking for the ball.
Jandre.
Passes to the brain, who's a little bit. Giselda's a little bit under pressure, getting held up there and driven back.
And it's a turnover there for the Pumas.
Very isolated. Pumas are making the most of the opportunity. And it's absolute speed.
He looks like a 100-meter sprinter, this guy, you know?
Absolute speed. Absolute speed. Banele Kutumela. That is a lot of pace. And it came from turnover ball.
Quick turnover ball. Quick play there on the sideline. Giselda couldn't really reach him there. And, I mean, if you're quicker than Giselda van Rooyen, then man, you must be very quick. Lightning speed there from the man. Asande Kunene. Banele Kutumela there. Wow, what a game.
And suddenly we see a momentum shift towards Pumas.
Linesman, how many minutes left, please?
Wow.
John, am I going back on for the yellow card?
All right, and we see kickoff from Harlequins. There's about 1.5, 2 minutes left for Gugu.
Oh. Have a line out there for Harlequins.
Zijn.
Gugu Masango sacked up to come in for the yellow card.
So there's a lot happening here. Kwesi, there's a rule that says if you score out of your 22, then the try counts as 7 points instead of the normal points. We're just trying to figure out if that try by Banele will count. As we see Harlequins attacking, and we're waiting. We're waiting for Gugu to be able to get back on the field after his yellow card. He of course got a yellow card there for sacking the maul when the penalty try was awarded.
Wow. I didn't see that one though. I just thought he was subbed off. But he's sacked up now to come in. Just there's a few seconds to come in. Another scrum for the Pumas. But we've seen Harlequins dominate the scrums. Let's see for this one. And we have our man Simon there. Zomba. Is it a try?
And it's quick. Very, very quick. Very unlucky there. Pumas seem to have a new energy.
The momentum has shifted, really shifted.
Playing with new energy. Good carry there by Machle. And then Simon. Taken up.
Can't seem to hold the man down there.
No, taken up by the flanker. And Pumas seem to be moving forward. And just the ball going not to hand. The referee's got his arm out.
It's an advantage for the Pumas. What do they do from now?
And Trita gets the ball out. Big tackle.
Another advantage there for Pumas.
They're playing it wide.
Oh,
Remember they have the one-man overlap.
just short before the line. Try time for the Pumas. And we'll have Gugu Masango coming in for Harlequins.
The ref says no. The ref says no.
Gugu Masango back on for Harlequins there.
And Quinto back to a full 15. Quick
Try time
reaction.
there. Simon Zomba, the lock there, the big lock for
Quick
Pumas.
quick reaction, and they get over the line.
Looks like the boys are giving up there. Fighting spirit is coming down. With the conversion remaining. So
The score at the moment is 42-28. 47-28. Waiting for conversion. Pumas seem to be in high spirits, lots of energy.
and it's converted there. The man of the stampede.
49-28, and let's hope we can see Harlequins make a comeback here in the last as we enter the last quarter of the match.
We have our lock there limping there. Liam Brand. Great kickoff from Harlequins. Pumas intake.
A little bit maybe playing the ball there on the ground, and the ball's coming out. And the Pumas backline wants to run with it. But well tackled there.
What a tackle. Good tackle there from Ryan Scott. Helped by Chart Norkia. The Pumas.
Nice intercept by John
right
Ray.
under the brain. Wow. What a player. What a player. Wow. 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 Brilliance. Brilliance, guys. Brilliance. This is what we love to see. And I just hope that this will have the Harlequins boys heads up. You know. Chandra there with the quick conversion. The Pumas will restart. We'll have a restart there. Wow, what a game. What a game. Hopefully they can still come back. There's still time. There's still a lot of time there for Harlequins to come back.
We also saw the return of Kelvin. Kelvin, the number 2 Kelvin Gunther was replaced. And we saw Ryan Scott coming back onto the field.
Spangenberg there with a restart for the Pumas. Good hang there. Good take by Gugu Masango. The Limpopo Blue Bulls player. Good hands. Ricardo there with the good carry. Giselta with good hands. Charnorkia with the line break.
He was thinking of the little dab, but then he saw the Pumas.
Messy ball from there, messy ball. Knock on there, knock on advantage there for the Pumas. White ball.
Little chip and chase. Well fielded.
Jaden there. Oh, high tackle there.
That's a very dangerous
Good
tackle.
Advantage there.
Very dangerous tackle.
Oof. Man down. Jaden just came on and he seems to be down there. Just high tackles coming in, you know.
I have to say that's the second high tackle. That's looked really dangerous.
The ref should do something about that, I must say. John the brain with a quick tap. Oh, John the brain, and they caught him there.
Little isolated there. Just a little isolated. But he got very lucky.
Another one. Quick tap there by Gugu Masango.
Definitely not 10. Pumas,
Ooh,
Pumas
and
was
some
definitely
big
not
meters,
10.
big meters there for Gugu Masango.
But the ref didn't pick
John the
up.
brain. Chili van Rooyen with a good take, with the hot step.
We see Harlequins coming alive again. Now it's quick
rock
ball.
Couldn't regather there. Mabota Gwanga. Is he pacey? Does he have the pace?
Nice.
Steps outside.
Nice little step there.
Offload there. And it's forward. It's a knock there from Harlequins. Wow.
Beautiful bit of play there from Harlequins.
They should just keep the ball more, you know.
If they could only get over the line. But
Wow.
there seems to be a lot of energy. And the last 20 minutes seems to bring a bit of excitement as we see Jaden coming off the field.
And it looks like we have Offense Taba there and Morena Lamiki making it back to the field. Wow. Let's just wait and see what they have. Liam Brand, of course, there limping on the sidelines, coming off for Harlequins. Lamiki replacing him. Oh,
There seems to be a lot of replacements coming on.
it's a big game. It's a big game.
And we have Zayn coming back onto the field now in the number 10 position.
We have Jaden there who just stepped on the field and he's now off the field. Didn't really last on the field. Maybe they fear him, who knows? Maybe they just target him. They know what he's capable of since he played the showdown last year. I'm guessing some of the Pumas players recognize him.
There we go, big scrum,
Big
big
scrum.
scrum, let's go.
Short line from Charnorkia. Down there
Might
in
have
the
done
middle.
better just keeping that ball in hand,
Just meters from the try line. Lamiki there with the step
trying to
to
find
Ryan
someone.
Scott. Ryan Scott down there. Fed to Mapanga, to Gobi, to
Beautiful
Lamiki,
offload.
to
Was
Mabota
that from
Gwanga.
a Puma's hand? Now the
And it's a
question
knock-on.
is, Kwesi, is that not a deliberate
Knock on.
knockdown. Maybe Pumas getting a little bit away with a bit of luck.
You know, Nelson Mandela once said, there's no luck. There's just preparation and some composure in there. Just throwing in my words with some composure. But Nelson Mandela once said, there's no luck in sport. You know? It's just some chances been given. But yeah. But I guess there was some luck there.
And definite penalty.
For Harlequins. Looks like they're playing some barbarian rugby there. John De Bruin going in.
And over.
Try time. John De Bruin. I think it's a hat trick for John De Bruin. Is it a hat trick? I think it is.
Definitely.
Hat trick from John De Bruin. What a brilliant player.
Quick
What a
reaction.
brilliant player.
Tap and go.
And they just fall a few points behind Pumas there, Harlequins.
This
Offensive Taba
conversion,
there.
of course, of offense is very important.
Wow. Quietness for the conversion.
Very quiet, as we see.
Offense.
Offense
Takes it
straight
over.
through the middle.
But he seems to be limping there. Let's just watch the replay.
There is 8.5 minutes left, and it's one score in it. Pumas taking a bit of time, coming back.
Can they come back? Can Harlequins come back? I believe they could. There's minutes left. Just less than 9 minutes left there. Over 8 minutes left.
Score 49-42. You have to say, Kwesi, Pumas did take about 2 minutes to get back.
And that's something the ref not looking at. Advantage knock on there for the Pumas. Lamki misses the tackle. Just has to take some down.
Little bit of obstruction there,
Obstruction there.
but it's that time of the night.
Big scores from both sides there. Big scores, I must say.
Very big hit there.
Wow. The momentum again has
This-
shifted to Harlequins.
Kwesi, this might be a big moment. Game management is going to be key here for these players.
Down to the brain with a big boot there to the sidelines. Wow, wonderful. A game of margins. And remember guys, we still have our 2025 applications open for the UXI. If you want to further your studies also, we have the HFPA. There's a few courses on the sides. And line out fed.
Little messy there at the line out. Brown getting tackled without the ball, but the ref says it's a knock on.
Quick rock speed. Oof. And the man says, there's not enough seats for you on the bus there.
Very good distribution there by Zayn. And again, they're
again we
feeding
have
the
the-
speedster.
Wow. Just wow. Messi ball, knock on from the Pumas. And it'll be a scrum for the Harlequins. And we've seen the Harlequins dominate their scrums. We have seen the Harlequins dominate their scrums throughout the game. And the coach is there with a few words of encouragement. Wow. What a game.
Just waiting for one of the players.
I sense a big scrum coming in for the Harlequins. Wow.
As we go into the scrum, so far Harlequins have been dominant, but we'll see. We are here in the last 10 minutes.
To dominate their scrums. The main day offside there. Penalty coming in from the side. Wow. Harlequins. They are back here for the 4th time, just outside their 22. Can they use this opportunity to convert their advantage? John with the brain, you know him for the big boot. Let's see.
And again, we see
John
a
with the brain.
fantastic
Wow.
kick by John Wright.
Man. The consistency. We love to see the consistency with the players. Love to see it.
That try by Banele out of their own 22, the final feedback is that it is indeed a 7-pointer with the 2 points added, which counts to 9, which will make a massive difference at the end of this match.
Lamiki with the good take. And it's a maul. Harlequins with the momentum.
Brilliant maul.
Brilliant maul.
And the
Advantage
referee's
there for
hand is out.
Harlequins.
You can see the bench getting very excited.
Wow. Is it a try?
Yo, just got tackled out there. But the ref calls them back for the penalty. We're gonna have to see.
And they will go for the line out.
Line out on the 5. We are left with 3 minutes, Kwesi. 3 minutes to go. Can Harlequins get over the line?
Lamiki again with the good take. Long ball there. The man from North Devil. And it's a maul.
Brilliant maul.
It's a maul.
Are they over?
Try time for Harlequins. Wow. We did say in the beginning it's going to be a big game. A game of margins, a game of high stakes. And now we'll have conversion. We'll await for the conversion. And I don't think you'd want to miss this conversion in this marginal game with a few minutes left.
This conversion obviously to draw the match. Just for our spectators out there, they play special rules that if you score out of your 22, your try counts more, which Pumas took advantage of in the beginning of the second half.
Offense Taba. And it's in. And he takes it over.
The middle.
Let's wait for the restart for Quince.
It's 49-49. 49-49. Kickoff. Pumas is starting very quickly now, Kwesi. Penalty. And again, there's a bit of a scuffle. And the ref finally takes out the yellow card. And the yellow card is awarded to... number 22, Enrique van der Merwe.
John to the brain.
Good touch find. Good touch find there by John Ray. This, surely this is the last play of the match.
Lamiki. Oh.
And the ball is stolen by Pumas.
Wow, Jordan missing a tackle. Big tackle by Ryan Scott there.
Desperation time here in Pretoria.
Knock on there.
Knock on there. Playing advantage. Brown is attacking. Giving it to the
Keeper
wing.
being tackled just on the sideline there. But wow.
It's in touch. Time is still live.
And it's a draw from the teams.
Game ending slightly premature, but a little bit disappointing, Chrissy. 49-49.
Very
Exciting game, but we would have loved to see one of them.
So that 9 points is
Wow.
So again, that 2 points are really playing a massive role.
Wow. Just wow. Brilliance from both teams, of course. And we have Jan de Bruyne with the hat-trick there.
From myself and Kwesi, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the match, and we'll see you soon. Nee, je kan praat gaan.
What's your name?
Banele.
Manele.
Welcome back. We're here with the head of the institutes, Mr. Gert Mulder, and he is going to announce the man of the matches.
Yeah, what a brilliant match. Both teams just left it on the field. Super exciting, great sportsmanship, and it's very difficult to get a man of the match, but from the Puma side, Bandile, that pace, those tries of yours, congratulations, well done. We're looking forward to your career, and well done. Very proud of you. And then from Harlequins side, Jandre, what a brilliant performance. We're super proud of you. Ons is trots op jou bil. And we know you're getting the match on the match, but it's always a team effort. And but thanks for you guys coming through. My mic. See, I didn't do this a lot. The mic is going down. But well done. We're so super proud of both of you guys. All right. Dankie Chanel.
Thank you, Gert. And from the beautiful Pretoria, we say goodbye.